All right, so got the lift on the Sasquatch. I think you might have noticed that if you've been following my Instagram. So I actually just ordered some tires and they're not here yet. If you'll notice in there, there's not much space between the upper control arm and the tire. So if I go with a bigger tire, it might just cause some problems with rubbing. I could get a 0 offset rim, and what that means is, depending on what set your tire, whether it's positive or negative, that positions your tire closer or further away from the upper control arm. This lift, if I go with a bigger tire, I could go with a 0 offset or negative offset rim, and that would give me plenty of space. However, I don't want to get rid of these rims. I feel like it'd be kind of a waste of money if I'm being honest. They just get banged up on the rocks anyways, and with the rings I can just recoat them and move on. So what I'm going to do is, I got something to fix that problem for these potentially bigger tires that may or may not be coming. So I did some research on wheel spacers and I reached out to KSP. Their products had really good reviews. Aluminum billet, super durable, made out of aircraft aluminum, hub centric. They sent me a pair of their 1.5 inch wheel spacers, and we're gonna put those on right now. All right, if you look, you can see the profile of the tire. It's definitely inside there. It's not really a super aggressive stance, but what this is gonna do is maybe make that tire poke out about 1.5 inches more. Should make it look a little better. There's an over-the-top view. All right, let's get these wheel spacers put on Sassy and see what she looks like. It actually, again, this is billet aluminum, so it's super strong from KSP. It is hub centric, and then also the bolts to the lugs to tighten them down are already on. All we have to do is put the wheel spacer on and then apply the lugs. KSP does advise adding some type of Loctite, so I'm going to do that right now, and then we're going to torque them down to 140 foot-pounds. All right, so let me grab the torque wrench and the Loctite. I hate starting any type of lug nut with an impact, so at least want to get it on a couple of threads before I use the impact. Smaller fingers would help. We're going to go ahead and tighten it down with the impact in a star pattern, and then we'll use the torque wrench to torque it out. So what I'm going to do here, I have this drill bit that if I go to try to torque it down, this wheel's just going to turn. So I'm going to drop it right between the calipers. That way I can torque the lug down to 140 pounds. And I have this wide drill bit in between. I hate using screwdrivers because I don't want to bend them. And I know they probably shouldn't, but still. We're gonna use a drill bit because I don't care about that as much. So, all right. So I've got the torque wrench already set to 140 pounds. So we're just gonna torque this down until we hear a click. All right, we're good. Now we're ready to throw the wheel back on and repeat that 3 more times. Oh, can't wait for bigger tires that weigh 20 more pounds a piece. All right, got the jack stand underneath the tire. Since it's in drive, I don't have to worry about putting something in to keep the the rotor from turning. So literally it's just pull the tire off and grab a wheel spacer and slam it on there. I almost forgot. One of the most important things about this job, pop out the horse, make sure it's in the same position as all of your other hub centers. It will drive anybody with OCD crazy. All right, that's the passenger side. I'm going to save you the pain of seeing the driver's side done. Just rinse and repeat. I'm going to knock that out real quick, then I'll bring you back and I'll show you the finished products. All right? See how it lines up with that outer edge of the fender flare there? Actually, it's just past it. Not too shabby. There's tons of room now between the tire and the upper control arm. Way more aggressive looking. See there, the back tire poking out. Definitely looks like a mudslinger now. Just looks way more aggressive. I'll be sure to update how this drives and handles. Be sure to check out my Instagram for any updates on how these spacers are working out. ATOD_16 Instagram, be sure to check it out. Also, be sure to be watching for the install of these upper control arms. That'll be the next thing. We'll see how they work out. But 3-inch lift definitely deserves an upper control arm that can handle a 3-inch lift. One thing I want to make sure to mention, if you put these wheel spacers on, they definitely advise 25 to 50 miles. Make sure to go through and retorque the spacers. And then also again on 1,000 to 2,000 miles. Outside of that, very simple install. Didn't take much time at all. In fact, it probably would take about as long to put on a new set of tires. Leave in the comments, what do you think? How do they look? Do you trust wheel spacers? Do you not? What would you do different? Be sure to put all that stuff in the comments. Thanks for watching and catch you next time.